Imagine growing up in a world where your decisions are not your own but dictated by societal norms and parental pressures. This is Yuna's world. From the outside, Yuna's life seemed like a picture-perfect painting, but beneath the surface it was a different story. She was a vibrant young woman with dreams as vast as the ocean, dreams of exploring the world, of painting the sky with her creativity, of living life on her own terms. But the societal norms and the weight of her parents' expectations were like an anchor, pulling her down, confining her in a box of traditional expectations. The pressure to get married was a constant, gnawing presence in her life. It was like a dull, persistent ache sapping her spirit, robbing her of her dreams. The contrast between her aspirations and the reality she was forced to accept was stark, painting a picture of a life that was more about fulfilling expectations than personal fulfillment. So one day, driven by the mounting pressure, Yuna finally decided to marry. But Yuna, being the rebel that she was, didn't just choose any man. She chose Sunwoo, a Sigma male. Now, who is Sunwoo and what is a Sigma male, you ask? Well, Sunwoo is a man who dances to the beat of his own drum. He's not just your average Joe. He is a Sigma male, a term used to describe men who value self-sufficiency, independence, and solitude. They often reject societal norms, preferring to carve their own path. Yuna's choice was seen as unconventional. It caused quite a stir, leading to raised eyebrows and whispers of disapproval. But why, you may wonder? Well, because society often expects us to fit into neatly defined roles. But Yuna and Sunwoo, they dared to defy these expectations. They dared to be different. Despite the raised eyebrows and whispers, Yuna was determined to walk this path with Sunwoo. And that, folks, is the power of an unconventionally beautiful love story. Yuna's story is not just a narrative. It's a lesson in courage, self-determination, and the power of unconventional choices. Her journey underscores the importance of marching to the beat of your own drum, even when the rhythm seems out of tune with societal expectations. One of the most compelling lessons from Yuna's story is the value of personal agency. She teaches us that we are the architects of our own lives, that our choices should be guided by our desires rather than societal pressures. It's easy to get swept up in the current of convention, but Yuna's story reminds us that sometimes swimming against the tide can be an act of liberation. Her decision to marry Sunwoo, a Sigma male, is a testament to this. In a society that often values alpha males, Sunwoo, with his quiet confidence and deep sense of self, was an unconventional choice. But Yuna saw in him a kindred spirit, someone who, like her, valued his independence and defied societal norms. This choice, though unconventional, brought her a sense of freedom and fulfillment that she may not have found otherwise. This leads us to another key lesson from Yuna's story: the power of unconventional choices. Sometimes the path less traveled can lead us to the most unexpected and rewarding destinations. Yuna's choice to marry Sunwoo, though met with doubt and skepticism, eventually led her to a life of contentment and self-discovery. It's a powerful reminder that our decisions should be based on our own happiness and not the expectations of others. Yuna's story also highlights the strength in standing up for what we believe in. It takes courage to defy societal norms, to choose a different path, and to stay true to ourselves. But as Yuna's story shows, the rewards can be immense. In the end, Yuna's story teaches us that our lives are ours to live, and no one else's. That societal norms and pressures should never restrict our choices, and that sometimes the most unconventional choices can lead to the most fulfilling lives. Yuna's story is a beacon for those struggling under the weight of societal expectations and norms. Let's take a step back and look at her journey again. Born into a world that demanded her conformity, Yuna chose a different path, a path that led her to Sunwoo, an unconventional choice, a Sigma male. Her story teaches us that life isn't about meeting others' expectations, but about finding our own happiness. It's about making choices that feel right to us, even if they seem unconventional to others. Yuna chose Sunwoo not because she was pressured, but because she saw something in him that others didn't. She saw a partner, a companion, a soulmate. The power of Yuna's story lies in its ability to challenge societal norms and inspire us to make our own decisions. So next time you find yourself at a crossroads, remember Yuna's story. Remember that your life is yours to live and no one else's. And remember that sometimes the most unconventional choices can lead to the most fulfilling lives.